Hello everybody, it's either Malik Aaron. It is review time as usual. And the movie I'm reviewing, well, the sequel came out today. And now I'm going to be reviewing the original. And it's yet another horror movie. It's not a remake, but it's still a horror movie. And the horror movie I'm doing is The Strangers. This thing. And I know the new one, Strangers Pray at Night, is out now. Word on the street is it's kind of not all that great. There's part of me that actually wants to watch it, but I don't think that'll happen, honestly. So I'm not seeing A Wrinkle in Time. I've heard word of mouth is just terrible. If you go on Rotten Tomatoes, and I know they can be shady sometimes, but if you see the audience score, it is abysmal. It's in the 20s. That is D level cinema score. We all know that won't happen because families usually prep up them scores because kids. I'm not saying kids are all like this. I'm not saying all, but a good chunk of kids can be pretty, to be blunt, pretty stupid. You can't criticize me because I was one of those kids. I was one of those kids that loved it. Just if I was watching something, if things were moving, if things were happening, if jokes I thought were funny are actually terrible, if they were funny, I was invested. That's why I watched a lot of crappy kids movies, and I regret that. And why I got a bunch of crappy licensed video games, which is even worse. See, it was bad childhood. Well, not really, but oh, that was bad. But anywho, I'm not watching A Wrinkle in Time. Just telling you all right now. So The Strangers. It is inspired by true events, which means most of it's going to be Hollywood bull, basically. That's all it is. That's all they do. That's what they did with Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 2003. Same thing. Even in the movie, they say not all the things in here are entirely known. So basically, they're just telling you a lot of this is made up, or if not all of this is made up. So yeah, I mean, not that that really affects anything, but it's just a little note. So here's the back of the DVD cover, I guess. I don't know. So explore your worst fears imaginable with this shocking, I wouldn't say that, suspense thriller inspired by disturbing true events. Yeah, real trying to convince me. After a 4 a.m. knock at the door, who's at the door? Who's outside at 4 a.m., let alone knocking on somebody's door? If that was me, I'd be like, nope, I'm going back to sleep. That was me. So, after a 4 a.m. knock at the door and a haunting voice, Christian McKay and James Holt's remote getaway becomes a psychological night of terror as three masked strangers invade. Now they must go far beyond what they thought themselves capable of if they hope to survive. Basically, the whole plot, let's just go through the whole movie. Starts off, it's the aftermath, what already happened. Blood everywhere, people, bodies everywhere, And then, you see, little flashbacks of these two, this couple. And, the dude is just I want to propose to you. And she's like, nah, I don't feel like it. She didn't say that, but that's how it felt. And he just got that cold, hard shoulder of rejection. So they go home all sad, pouty. And the dude, he eats a whole friggin' bin of ice cream. I'm just like, I know people do that, but I've seen it so much, like in so many things. Like apparently, when you're really one of the things like in popular culture, if you get really sad, you eat ice cream. I don't do that. I don't know who does that. I don't know anyone who does, but just seeing him like that, just eating like the whole thing, is kind of almost comical in a sense. So he's eating his ice cream, and the wife, well, not wife, oh man, his girlfriend, my bad. That was a huge botch. She's like setting herself a bath, and the water looks nasty, and then she's just gonna sit in it. I'm like, okay, this is why I don't use baths, use showers. It's a lot better, honestly. And then, despite, her, like, rejecting his proposal, they still want to do that sexy time. And then the knock on the door happens. And then, like, this woman, like, you don't see her face, but she's like, I'm looking for a Tamra. And then, like, they're like, who's Tamra? We don't know who that is. No. And she's just like, see you later. And then after that, it just becomes a whole bunch of trolling. That good trolling. After that, like, the husband, well, not the husband. I'm so used to these movies having, like, husband, wife. Nope, they're just a couple. So the boyfriend says, I'm going to get you some cigarettes. And he just leaves the house. Leaves her all for herself. And, like, the other people start coming in, being trolls. They're there, and then, like, you cut the camera, and then they cut the camera again, and then they're just gone. That's what they do. They are master trolls. And she's just, like, terrified. She's like, what am I going to do? And the boyfriend comes back, and then she's trying to tell him, and then he figures it out. He gets a gun, and he's just like, I'm going to shoot whoever's doing this. And in a not too bad idea, they go into the closet and just have the gun out just in case if somebody comes there, they get shot. Which honestly isn't a terrible idea in a movie like this. But unfortunately, like, the boyfriend calls, like, his friend, like, pick him up. So the boyfriend's friend, his best friend arrives. He sees that something's wrong. And then he goes into the closet. He gets shot. And it is like, oh, that's no good. And then more tension happens, and then more of these things happen. In the end, they get caught. And then the masked people, like, because they all wear masks, they take turns at stabbing them in the stomach. Just like, stab, stab, stab. It's basically a game. And then they leave. And, like, two kids show up, and then they see, like, all this, and then they go up to the body, and then, like, she screams, like, ah! And then that's how it ends. I'm like, oh, well. That was, I don't even know. So that was The Strangers. What do I think about it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it just another horror movie? Well, we might as well just go with pros and cons. Pros, there is tension to this movie. There is nice atmosphere, a nice horror-like atmosphere that a lot of horror movies these days do not have. Because, like, yeah, sure, it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. Just have, like, the masked people just be there, then cut the camera, then go back, not there. But it's still, like, I could just imagine, like, being, like, a part of an audience watching this movie. And they're just like, oh, he's there. He's gone. That's what they'd probably all be like. And, it definitely feels like a horror movie. I would never want to be in this situation. The acting is okay-ish. It's not horrible, but it's not, like, great either. It's a typical horror movie acting. At least the best horror movie acting. I guess the cons. Well, with the characters, there's no characters. They're just like you don't even know that much about them, and I think that may have been intentional, just to make you feel like these are just everyday people, and you could be in this situation. But still, this is a movie. In a movie, you need characters to care about. If you don't have characters to care about, they are boring, and you just like, can the movie end, please? That's how part of me felt, watching it. And like in the movie, like I know it's supposed to build tension, and like tension is key, but a whole lot of nothing happens. All you do is you're just waiting for somebody to get stabbed, or someone to get shot, or someone to do something. But all these mass people do are just being trolls. Even when they have the opportunity to just kill them, they just want to have fun and like troll them. So yeah. I don't think there's anything else to say. I think I've covered everything. Yeah. So overall, The Strangers, I give it a 5 out of 10. Not the greatest horror movie, but not the worst horror movie. And yeah, I guess that's about it for The Strangers. 5 out of 10. If you're a horror movie fan, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to you, but if you're just doing nothing, I guess this would be fun to watch as background noise, I guess. That's The Strangers. Next review. Yet another horror movie. Man, I'm on fire with these. And it is a sequel to a movie that I've already reviewed recently. And that's the 2007 Halloween movie. So we're doing Halloween 2, not the original Halloween 2, 2009 version, the Rob Zombie version. That will be the next review. So Halloween 2 will be next. Right there. And it's the unrated director's cut, which means it's gonna be automatically better, I guess. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time, and I am out.